How you doing tonight, guys? Super excited to show you guys what I've been up to. Mostly in the anodizing sector of my work, I guess. However you want to say that. Let's just show off some titanium. This was a Kickstarter item. This and this, titanium stash cans. They look like waterproof, I guess like pill keepers, match, whatever you want to put in there and ride around on your keychain. Maybe you could put some matches and some tinder in there. And they're titanium, and they're just really cool. So this is the smaller one. This is the larger one. Most of these projects I was just told to go wild on, so that's exactly what we did here. Client wanted some carving on the larger one here, so it's kind of a first for me doing a carved texture. I think it come out pretty good. There was several processes that I went through to get this type of look here. So obviously I had to carve it with diamond bits. Then I orange peeled the whole thing. Well, actually I carved it, orange peeled it, blasted it, rubbed all the highs so you get this contrast and finish here. Really, YouTube is not going to show that, but the top's like a shinier goldish bronze, and in the valleys here are like a deep bronze. Anyways, it was really fun to do. Pretty time consuming, but again, something really nice when you get to play around and just kind of do whatever you want to do. You know, it's kind of like a learning process. So anyways, I think it come out good. Let me know what you think on those. If you want to find them, I don't know if they're still available on Kickstarter or not. The large one was the S6. There's the manufacturer. And they are all titanium. So, and then the small one, double nuke. Can't remember if I said that or not. Same thing, pretty much smooth and smaller. That's it. So let's move on to these R.J. Martin Dirty Birds. These are for sale. I'll put the price below, and I will keep up with the description below. So if you're watching this video, I don't know how long they'll be here. They might be gone as soon as this video goes up, or they might hang around for a few weeks. I have no idea, but I will edit the description below and let you know what's up. So these are made by R.J. Martin. And I'm not real sure the whole story on them, but I know they were available at the USN Gathering show. I'm not sure if he is going to keep making them or if they're an exclusive thing for that show or what was going on. But anyways, they were all regular stonewashed. If you do purchase one, I do have all the original baggies and stuff. So, and I was just told to experiment, play, have fun, learn new techniques. So here's some stuff I've never done before. Not saying I invented any of these, but just, you know, something else I can do. So it's kind of cool. This is green with this pattern in it. Kind of hard to see on camera. My white balance is kind of washing out, but there you can see it. R.J. Martin Dirty Bird. So it looks like one of these Atwood type tools. You know, bottle opener here and several different nut sizes here. A little bit of jimping. Pry bar here. Looks like a scraper or a screwdriver. Maybe you can go sideways and do a few Phillips head as well. Not sure, but they are titanium. And that's why I was able to anodize them. Price will be below. That's the green. Here is a really fun one. I love this color combination here. Green and purple with some stealth type dot pattern in it. I don't know if you can see that. See these little circles here and here? They wrap off the corner here, here. Again, just playing with new techniques. I thought it was kind of cool. Here's a dot. There's a dot. But you really wouldn't see it unless you're looking for it. And I really like cool things like that. Again, that color combination is just really, really attractive. At least in my opinion. And the third one here. Another cool color combination. This is like a goldish bronze with a nice blue. After learning this new splash type technique here, I really want to get a what's the TI bolt pen and do one for myself, so I'm on the lookout for one of those. If anybody has one they want to get rid of, maybe shoot me an email. This is really cool because this is pretty much the whole range of the titanium chart, the anodizing chart. So you start off low voltage and you work your way all the way up to about 110 volts or so. So there's your like bright green at the bottom, and then it fades down, and this is pretty much the whole spectrum of colors you can get with titanium. You know, of course you can fine tune it and you can focus and get some of these purples on this low range. But you can see the lower voltage is usually your darker colors, then it comes out to an almost gray and then fades on up, and you can almost see, I think it's a myth, but some people say that you can get red in anodizing, and maybe you can right in between. If you could pinpoint the exact number, you know, in this section here, maybe it's possible. I don't know, maybe even an orange. Maybe so like bronze yellowish, it's orange. I've done this higher end. I believe it's right around 55 volt bronze. It is really neat, like a golden bronze. And here's like a lighter blue. Here's the teals. Anyways, needless to say, this might be my favorite out of the bunch. It's got some where it's been sitting on the back here. There you go. I cleaned it with some Windex before I shot the video here. This might be my favorite just because of the technical, you know, it's kind of a conversation piece. Anodizing, there's your spectrum. Kind of cool. Alright, so let's get into some Gizmo Haiku lights. Hopefully I said that right. Blue and bronze. All titanium flashlight. These things are really well made. Even the screws are titanium. Of course they don't have the guts in them. Blue on the body, bronze on the rings, and then the corner of the clips are bronzed and the screws are bronzed. And I also resatined the screws to the same satin that is on the rings and the same satin that's on the corner of the clips there. Anyways, kind of neat. Here's the same thing, but a little larger. There's the difference in between these two. Man, I wish I knew more about flashlights. There you go. Fit in your hand really good. I bet this is a heck of an EDC flashlight. And not titanium, but wanted to show it off just because I don't know much about this light. This is a Prometheus light. I don't know the model number. The owner has a project going. He's kind of become my buddy now. He sends me a lot of things. But anyways, I don't know if I can say his name or not. But we did a EDC loadout type setup for him, and we blasted some titanium. I've got his embassy pin. It's just we re-blasted it so it's all flat. And the light was just super shiny. So he wanted some blasting. So we just put a small touch of blasting in the center of the body there. And then I satined up the rings on the high here. So it just, I mean, it looks like it was made this way from factory, and that's kind of what we were going for. You know, you almost didn't know that I touched it. but it does pull in the blasted look with his other blasted gear. So at any point, these two vaults were his too, so this light come in with that order there. And then last but not least, the bonus Dorado. This also was a mild one. We just wanted to kind of tweak what was already there, I guess what you could say. So the clip was like a satin, where it had been sculpted in satin, and then Matt kind of left it at that satin finish, which was fine. But we went ahead and blasted that, stonewashed that. I re-blasted the scales and then stonewashed those. And then I satin polished the 45-degree angle all the way around. Going to be really hard to see. Maybe you can see how it's catching the light. But we kind of just framed the handle to tie in. The client here really loved this wicked blade shape and wanted a two-tone look to accentuate the grind lines here. So we acid washed the bottom, acid washed the whole blade, and then I belt satined the flats. So it's got this really cool two-tone look, and now you can probably see why we satined the 45-degree angle part around the whole knife. Because that kind of, I originally had satin just these top edges around, and you couldn't see it from the front. I just thought it looked a little bit cheesy. You know, it just didn't tie in together. So I did the 45 on the bevel here. It was a lot more meticulous, because if you're doing the top, you can kind of slip off and around, you know. But when you're doing that 45, if you slip one way or this way, start over. Literally start over. Reblast, re-stonewash, and then start sanding, and then do that twice. So what looks like a mild job, you know, was kind of took a little more time than what it may look like. But I think the understated look is just awesome. I mean, this looks like it could have come out of the shop like this. And this being on the 45-degree angle now, you can see it from the front. So the flats kind of match this outline of the handle here, and just kind of pops this profile here. You know, this is a really organic profile here. And it just kind of accentuates everything. The flats with the grind lines and the swedge. And then this coming around this handle. There's no straight lines at all on this knife. And you know what? Maybe you guys already know this, but I certainly didn't. This knife is super smooth. I mean, ridiculously smooth. And guess what? No IKBS, no bearings at all. Just bronze phosphor washers inside. I want to make a video on that. I'm not so sure washers are better or worse than bearings, and I'm not so sure that bearings are better or worse than you know, bearings are better than washers. Almost forgot to show these guys off. Maybe we should do a separate video on these. What do you think? I think folks like long videos, as long as they are showing something new. This stuff is new, so hopefully you guys stuck around. I was wrapping the video up. I thought that Dorado was the last of the bunch here, but it's not. Look at this compact F3 flipper from Dave Curtis. This is the grand finale. Maybe I planned it that way. Yeah, I'm just sandbagging. So these are brand new. These are also for sale. I say these because there's another one here. Oh yeah. Price is below. Again, I will keep up with everything. I don't think they're going to last long, but we'll see. Titanium backspacer. Here, did not touch the blade at all. There you can see lockup. And you can see the techniques that I learned on these Dirty Birds. I applied to this little compact here. And I really like that bronze color combo. So bronze and blue. And I don't know if you can see it wrapped around the frame. Or some of them do. Just the nature of the anodizing and how it's done. See, it wraps around the clip. Really fun. Fun knife. I left the titanium backspacer, of course, because it's titanium, it could be anodized. But I think that the nice blasted stonewash look here matches the blade, and it kind of ties this two-tone blade together with the pivot, with the back end of the knife. And then I thought maybe I should blast this hardware and then stonewash that as well. And not like I'm dodging on work at all. I think it looks better polished because it kind of pulls in the blasted look to the polished look. The blasted look on the bottom, or the acid washed, you know, kind of the dark matte gray, with the polished flats. And they're not really polished, they're like polished and then stonewashed. So that's why I left it like that. Like, sometimes just because you can do something, it doesn't mean you always should. Or at least that's kind of how I feel. Just because I can anodize this, I could have anodized it blue and bronze, the exact same as the backspace, you know, as the handles here. But I thought it just tied everything together. When you look top down, everything's tied together. Anyways, talk too much. Curtis F3 Compact. It is for sale. It's on the bottom. Price is on the bottom description below. If you want, send me an email, johnsonKnives@gmail.com. Still not really taking in any jobs, just trying to get caught up. And I am working my way down the list. But at any rate, another F3 Compact. This one has the texture on the side. This one's a little more mild than the other one. How did I put that away? I should pull it back out just so we can have it here. A little more mild. This is kind of like the Wild Child. This is the more understated look. You can see bronze on the backspacer, bronze on the side of the clip, and then the ever so subtle two-tone on the body. So all these tips here are bronze, and you're not going to be able to see it on my camera. Maybe you can right there. Can you see the bronze? So what I did, anodized it all blue, satined the tops with some sandpaper, and then re-anodized back bronze. And then to tie the bronze in with the handle, bronze on the backspacer. And then to tie the top-down view in the clip, side of the clip got bronze as well. Really neat contrast. Fun little knife. Grippy little sucker. That's the truth. Let me know if you guys want a quick little impressions on these guys. I figure a lot of folks already have them in hand. I could do a size comparison video. Maybe showing against a Techno, Small Sabenza, 3-inch Hinder, maybe a Delica. You know, something smaller maybe that everybody has. I think I still have a Techno here. I should. Anyways, both of these are for sale. Again, price is below. The light's not for sale. The Dorado not for sale. These items here will have the prices below. Let me know what you think, guys. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for hanging out for 20 minutes. I've got a ton of more videos to make. Honestly, I just feel like I could make a video every single day, but I just know I've unsubscribed to folks who make too many videos. But anyways, maybe you guys don't feel like that. So, there it is. Let me know what you think. What's your favorite out of the bunch? You guys like the splash or the whatever this would be? I don't know. I love green titanium though. That is for sure. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Have a good one.